Hi, this is Tim Denman, Senior Editor of RIS News. I'm here at the NRF Big Show, and I'm here with Brian Kinsella, the VP of Product Management at Manhattan Associates. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Manhattan Associates is huge in the supply chain, have been for a long time. Everyone's shop now, fulfill now, but in order to get that real experience, you have to have this amazing supply chain behind it. So what have you seen in the supply chain space over the last year that's really changing?
Well, I think maybe two things to note first and foremost. Number one, the distribution center itself is becoming more highly automated, for the purposes of getting higher throughput, especially during peak periods. Think about the fulfillment demand that comes after Black Friday or Cyber Monday. This can oftentimes create 4, 5, 6x the average daily volume. So being able to staff up both with equipment and capital and also with people and flex temp workers into those buildings to get work through, that's been a big change, and it really is a lot different operating environment than what we saw 5 or 10 years ago when still most was retail flow through, flowing through to replenish a retail store. Secondly, is this ongoing trend towards using the stores as fulfillment locations. Now, part of that is for shipping direct orders from the stores overnight, next day, even same day, but also customers want to come into the store to pick things up, to shave on shipping costs, and to make sure their items are actually there. And so really, we have to put just the same level of robustness into the hands of the store associates from a fulfillment standpoint. They're different processes, they're different flows, but they're no less important. And more of the retail bottom line is dependent on effective fulfillment from the store than ever before.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned the store, because that's an area that Manhattan isn't known for, but in the last 2 or 3 years, you guys have really made that move into the store. You talk a little bit about that move and what you've seen in that area.
Yeah, sure. So, for us, what's happened is that our customers really kind of pulled us into the store because, again, helping them turn their stores into fulfillment locations, pick up or ship from stores, we're now putting technology in the hands of store associates, typically on mobile devices, has now led us to, well, could we then take over all the technology in one consolidated application experience for that user? So point of sale and clienteling and inventory and fulfillment, it really shouldn't be thought of as this standalone brick and mortar system. It really needs to be part of the digital operating system that retailers and merchants are operating today. So for us, what we'd like to do is really move into adjacent application spaces so that we're able to put together end-to-end flows for our customers, and point of sale and clienteling was really that next adjacent space, and frankly our customers were asking for a different type of solution in that area, and that's what we've put together.
Oh, wonderful. Now, like we said in the beginning, we're here at the NRF Big Show, and this is kind of like the unofficial kickoff of the retailing year. And every year there's 1 or 2 main themes everybody's talking about on the show floor. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think the thing that I would in particular highlight is that there's a lot of talk and buzz about things like AI or machine learning or these types of things. The way that we like to look at it is, how can we as a technology provider use machine learning and math and science and these types of things to help associates do their job better? Not just fulfillment, which we spent most of the time talking about today, but in the call center, how do we create a more personalized experience so that when you call in, I know who you are, I know what you like, I know how well we've done for you from a fulfillment standpoint or how well we haven't done for you, and I also know what you mean to me as the business in terms of spend level, lifetime value, and so forth. So using some of that data and algorithmic capability to let the call center and the store associate deliver you a better, more personalized experience. I think really as we think about this transition, this channel shift from brick and mortar to direct, and the role of the store and what's going to happen to the store, I think one thing is for sure, and that is we've got to have our associates adding value to the shopping process. And the way they do that is with a personalized experience, regardless of whether they're using social media or chat or phone or walking into the store for commerce.
Absolutely, and Brian, that was great insight, and thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the time. Have a great show.
You too, sir.
Thank you.